this image I found somewhere. It was talking about crypto and everything on Polymarket. I think it's more of a research. So if you check on this, you can see some few things. Okay, first one, you can see like it is talking about market risks. It's also talking about the strategies from individual. Then also there is risk management on those strategies. Then it is talking about professional tactics. So if we focus on these professional tactics, you can just look at if we start here. Okay, let's start from participant strategy. So you can see you need to do something called data analysis. Then there is professional tactics. And at this point also you need to talk about risk management. What is professional tactics as you per? So these are like you can do something we call cross-platform arbitrage. If like we talk about like right now it's 15 minutes market in crypto has been listed on both Polymarket and also it has been listed on culture. So you can do both. You can do maybe something we call cross-platform arbitrage by checking at shares how much it's listed there. Then you check at maybe the prices or their resolution time differ. So you might find an edge. That's it. There is statistical arbitrage. This is whereby most of the people like used to do this, whereby it's like you buy cents but you make profit. But since there is a right now we have something we call trading fees, it has like cut short these all strategies. This strategy has been cut short since there is trading fees. So those all the profit that you are making is being like eaten by fees. If we talk about information arbitrage, this works best in something like politics, not in crypto so much. If we talk about crypto, we are talking about okay, we'll discuss on that. But if we are talking about information arbitrage, is whereby you are taking information maybe from news, something like that. You are just fast on something to make it happen. Then we are talking about market making bots. So for you to be fast in these markets, like in crypto, you need to do something we call do something we call bots. So you need to use bots for you to get the best price. Since there is something we call ask and bids at the order book fades away so fast, and it is hard for you to like to choose what price are you buying with from. You can see Polymarket like it has a price there that is listed for up and down, but mostly it's inaccurate, or mostly it has been computed as a mid price. So you need to ensure that you are having a bot that you are making changes to. So that is all about like professional tactics. About making bots, you can check about my previous videos. I have explained bots a lot. So now let's focus on something called data analysis. This way it is quite interesting because for data analysis, you have now to look at platform itself. We have to look more from maybe Binance, maybe itself Polymarket. What are we checking about? We are checking something we call order book depth. So this one always affect the price of or share price, sorry. So this one affects the share price. So you need to ensure that you are checking the order book depth. Most of the time it influences the share price, and you can find the best price to buy the share of that, especially in crypto whereby you have maybe ask bids, maybe on all markets actually. Then we have something we call fund rates. Fund rates always happen in Bitcoin. It also happens in exchanges. So you need to check mostly exchanges like Hyperliquid has a good funding rates. Binance too, you need to be checking these funding rates. It might provide you with essential data for you to make correct predictions for crypto, especially in these short-term markets like 5 minutes, 15 minutes markets. It would help you. Then liquidation data is the same. Binance has the best liquidation data. Also, there's something like RSI indicators mark. It doesn't work, but if you have an edge on how to maneuver this, you can you can do great with this market. Next, let's talk about something we call risk management. So, risk management is always important when like performing these strategies. Like right now, you are doing crypto example. So you need to do something we call crypto arbitrage, or you are doing statistical arbitrage or information arbitrage. Then uh, you are utilizing bots to make this buys. So bots can do whatever it wants since it doesn't have emotions like human. So you need to have something we call risk management. What is the risk management that I talk about? Okay, so for me, I always focus on these two. This one always. Let's say now we are talking about balance. Balance, how we are talking about balance is how much do we have to risk on this market. Then we need like to be risking maybe 10% to 20% according to our plans. But mostly 10% is so good to do this arbitrage or to perform this trading. Then we need to do something called signal dehydration. If you talk about signal dehydration, we are talking about how to, let's say, mostly it's how to ensure that we get the best signals in the market. We are going to feel that we are going to have a lot of these signals from RSI, MACD, and everything. But as shown in a market whereby it's a 5 minute market, we are having like right now they have listed like Bitcoin, XRP, Solana, and those are four coins that have been listed or four assets if you talk. So for these four assets, for each and every like 1 hour or 60 minutes, you get like 12 from each market. That's like 48. Then if we are talking about 48 in each market, on in an hour, that we are talking about like 12 1228 if I'm not wrong, on 24-hour market. That's like a lot of opportunity, but we need to filter like correct ones. We may get like 20 of them, and if we get them correctly with proper risk management, we can make a lot of money. So this one you need to consider too. Then you can go and learn about this Kelly criterion, sorry. So, but now let's talk about these market risks. What are these market risks? Okay, there's this thing we call latency arbitrage. Latency arbitrage is like, yeah, most people like take advantage of maybe people are having or using bots. So your bot must be fast for you to execute this arbitrage. But now for you to perform this fast like requests and maybe buys and everything, you need to maybe have the best bot in the market. How can you do that? So right now you can use maybe Rust. Python is quite slow. It's not that slow, but you can compare it with maybe something like Rust. That is where most people can beat you in arbitrage. Then we have something we call algorithm dominance. Algorithm dominance actually is like there are some people who like have good bots, or they have good, yeah, let's say bots. So you need to check on that. Then there is spot market manipulation, especially on weekends. There we always often see this spot market manipulation. I don't think like I have someone who like linked this was doing this on a Sunday. I saw it on X, but you can see this person was doing market manipulation and was making a lot of money on Polymarket. But it was back then, so I think that is also a challenge. Then there's something we call high frequency velocity. You need, okay, in this one and maybe latency arbitrage. I have like explained. Maybe you can just take it in a different way. But all this, but you need maybe like right now you can maybe later check on maybe your trading mechanics. Then this one is all about what this poly market actually offers. But it is all lies here. If like you are doing of crypto or anything, it all lies maybe from this growth platform, professional tactics and everything. So you need to check everything. Then if you are doing maybe crypto, you need to focus so much on this data analysis for you to have an edge. Then also you need to have something called risk management. You can't go and lose all your money on this crypto ecosystem. But all in all, this is just maybe something, but we will focus on this data analysis. We are going to build boards around order book depth, like funding rates, liquidation data, and maybe some indicators that we are going to maybe talk about. Thanks and have a good day.